here we will calculate how to here we will calculate the total precipitation, okay, or here we can say the average precipitation over an catchment area using all these different rain gauge stations data. Okay, so what is the topic that we will learn? Okay, these are the five topics is there. Okay, five topics are there, but I think the last topic we have to continue tomorrow. Let's see if we get time or not. Okay, so the first topic is what do you mean by mean precipitation? Why we have to calculate mean precipitation? Okay, mean means average. That is the what is the average rainfall over an area that we have to calculate. Okay, second topic is how. What are the different methods? Okay, what are the different methods? Among them, there are these are the three methods especially. Okay, arithmetic mean method, Thousand polygon method, and isohydral methods. Okay, here we will discuss about these three topics or the methods. What where we can apply this method. Okay, what are the data that we have to collect for this method, and how we can estimate mean rainfall precipitation over an area using any of these three methods. And we will try to solve some numericals also. Okay, and for semester purpose this topic, this lecture or this chapter is very important. Okay, lots of questions for at least 5 marks, and also sometime within the 15 marks also it may arise. Okay, now see, this is a catchment area and these are the different rain gauge stations. Okay, we have collected the rainfall data from each rain gauge stations. Okay, now this rain gauge data, from the rainfall data which is obtained particularly from these each rain gauge stations, are known as point precipitation. Okay, not the overall area. It doesn't represent the entire area precipitation. Okay, rainfall occurs over this area. If we collect only one data, then it cannot be represented by this particular one data. Okay, and these data are known as the point precipitation. We have to convert this point precipitation into the average value. Okay, or mean value. So we have to average all this data. Now here there are different methods of averaging. Okay, we will discuss later what are these methods. See, point precipitation means what? These are the point rainfall data. We have to convert this into what? Only single rainfall data, that which will be the average and will represent the whole catchment area data. Okay, recorded these point precipitations are recorded at various rain gauge stations only, whereas this represents the entire catchment area. So this is the mean precipitation. Okay, now how we will deal with it? Okay, how we will calculate? As I said, there are three methods. Arithmetic mean, as I said, we have to average all this data. So there are three methods of averaging. Okay, the first is simple arithmetic mean that we have learned from our student preliminary study level also. That what is the mean average? Just p1 plus p2 p3 divided by number of the observed data. Okay, so this is your mean average or arithmetic mean method, or we can say that this is constant weightage method. Okay, constant weightage method also it is known as. Whereas the second method, this is also an averaging method. Okay, but here we will have some different formulas and some important or different terminologies are used. Okay, Thousand polygon method. See, the name is polygon. That means we have to construct polygon. Okay, suppose this is your catchment area. Okay, these are your rainfall datas. Okay, now we have to divide this whole catchment into different areas, small areas. Okay, say for example these are the areas, 4 areas we have divided. Okay, this is the catchment area into 4 areas. Now how we will divide? We will divide it by constructing some polygons. Polygons mean more than 2 lines. Okay, so we will construct some polygons. So this for one precipitation rain gauge station, this is the polygon area for this rain gauge station. Whereas for second, this is the this area. Okay, this area is the second polygon area for this second station. Suppose this is the third point or the third rain gauge station, then this area is the polygon area for this particular rain gauge station. So we have to estimate this polygon area only. Okay, we have to find this area. That's why its name is Thiessen polygon method, or here it is also known as weighted average method. Why, I will let you know. Okay, we have to find some weightage value, that is called Thiessen weightage. Okay, what is that we will explain in our further lecture. So it is also known as weighted average method. And the third method is your isoheightal method. Okay, now isoheight means what? Isoheight means, suppose this is your catchment area. Okay, it may not occur that same amount of rainfall will occur over this entire area. Okay,
ম্যাম আপনি কিছু স্ক্রিনে কি ড্র করছেন?
yes yes,
কিছু দেখতে পাচ্ছি না তো।
আসছে না ম্যাম, স্ক্রিনে ড্রটা আসছে না।
আসছে না?
না ম্যাম।
Okay, wait.
কালারটা চেঞ্জ করেন।
Hello, can you see the pen?
পেন দেখা যাচ্ছে ম্যাম।
পেনটা দেখা যাচ্ছিল।
Okay, wait. I will slide share. Okay. Now can you see? See, suppose this is a catchment area. Can you see this?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. See, isoheightal means what? The line joining equal rainfall depth. Okay. Suppose in this particular area rainfall occur about 10 centimeter. Okay, and in this area same amount of rainfall occur 10 centimeter, and in this area also same amount of rainfall occur 10 centimeter. Now we will join this line, join these points. Okay, so the line that we obtain by joining all the equal rainfall data, rainfall depth values, is known as the isoheightal method. Similarly, there will be many isoheightal methods. Okay, like this. Suppose this is your 20 centimeter, suppose this is your 15 centimeter, and this is your 10 centimeter. Okay, that means all the points that lies on this line, okay, will show rainfall depth of 20 centimeter, and this one will show 15 centimeter, and this one will show 10 centimeter. So we have to use these data now. In this method, we have to use this isoheightal values. Okay, these are basically what? Precipitation values. Okay, line joining the same amount of precipitation is known as isoheight, and the method that we are using is known as isoheightal method. So this is the main funda. Okay, now first method. Okay, the first method, as I said, this is a simple arithmetic mean. As we can see here, this is your as you can see that this is your catchment area. Okay, there are different rain gauge stations are there, and these are the rainfall data in centimeter or millimeter that we have collected from the rain gauge. Now using this method, what we have to do? Simple, we have to average all these values. Okay, now before doing that, we have to satisfy some conditions. What are those conditions? The condition is that this catchment area should be flat, okay, and plain. Okay, second condition is that the rain gauge stations must be distributed uniformly. It should not like be it should not be like that this these are first this one is here, whereas the second one will be somewhere here. Okay, and the third one will be somewhere here. Though, so these are not equally distributed or uniformly distributed. In that case, we can't use this arithmetic mean method. Okay, so in order to use this method, our rain gauge must be distributed uniformly, and the variation between this reading P1, P2 or P1, P3, the variation should be very less. Okay, it should not be very high. Suppose this is your 50 centimeter and here it is showing 100 centimeter. So in that case, we cannot use this arithmetic mean method. Okay, so our rainfall data must be difference between the rainfall data should be very less. Okay, then only we can use this method. So this is the formula. Okay, P bar is nothing but the average rainfall over the catchment area. P1 are P2, P1 or PI we can say. Okay, all these are the rain gauge data from each rain gauge stations. Just simply we have average it. Okay, this is the formula. I will give you numericals in later slides. Okay, now let us go to the, this is very important. Okay, let us go, this one is your Thiessen polygon method. Now this is accurate, this is more accurate than our first method, because in the first we are simply averaging, but here what we are doing, we are dealing with the area. We are considering the area we are considering the area that is considered for each rain gauge stations. Okay, say for example this is your one rain gauge station, then the area which will be considered for this rain gauge station is this one. Okay, this one, this polygon. Okay, similarly for this station your rain gauge area will be, your polygon area will be this one. Okay, and for this rain gauge station the area will be this one. Okay, so here what we are dealing, we are dealing with the weighing the rain gauge observation according to the area, because rainfall may vary area wise also. Okay, that's why here we are considering the area. Also this is also known as weighted mean method or weighted average method. Okay, it is more accurate than the first method, which is arithmetic mean average method. And again this is applicable to the flat and plain catchment where there is no topographic difference. Okay, that means it should be plain and flat. And see here one terminology, as I said, Thiessen weightage are assigned. Now in order to estimate or in order to calculate using the formula of Thiessen polygon method, in order to calculate the mean rainfall over an area using Thiessen polygon, we must have we must consider the Thiessen weightage. Okay, now Thiessen weightage are what? These are assigned values for each rain gauge station. Now on which factor it is dependent? It is dependent upon the area represented by each rain gauge station. Say for example, as I said, this for this rain gauge station, this is the area middle. Okay, the area under this polygon. Are you here everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So sorry, so we have to consider the Thiessen weightage. Okay, now what is Thiessen weightage? As I said, let us take, this is our catchment area. Okay, and these red points are your rain gauge station, and the data is given as P1, P2, P3 like that. Okay, we constructed our Thiessen polygon. Okay, that I will show you how to construct the Thiessen polygon also in the next slide. Okay, now after that what we have to do, how we will assign after constructing the Thiessen polygon, how we will find out the Thiessen weightage. Now suppose these are the polygon that we have constructed. So the area for this rain gauge is this one. Okay, and the area for this rain gauge station is under the boundary between the area enclosed between the Thiessen polygon and the boundary of the catchment area is the area. This is considered for this particular rain gauge station. Okay, so for this rain gauge station, okay, it may happen that our rain gauge station may be outside the polygon, outside the catchment area also. No problem, we can construct, we can construct for that case also. Okay, suppose for this rain gauge station, this is the Thiessen polygon area. Okay, the area enclosed between the polygon and the boundary of the catchment area. Okay, so this area is for your this one rain gauge station.
ম্যাম
Okay.
কার্সার কিছু দেখা যাচ্ছে না ম্যাম।
আপনি
আবার
কিছু ড্র করছেন, কিছু স্ক্রিন
না
শেয়ার
না কার্সার, ক্যান ইউ সি দিস কার্সার?
নো ম্যাম, এবার দেখা যাচ্ছে ম্যাম।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, এবার দেখা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে, ওয়েট, অ্যাকচুয়ালি পেনটাও তো বড্ড স্লো। আই মিন হাইলাইট করবো নাকি এটা? নাও
Yes, ma'am.
ওকে, so this area, so this area is the Thesan polygon area for point number 5. Okay, and this area for point number 4. Okay, so these are the area. Now we with the help of planimeter we will estimate the area. Okay, so once we know the area and also we know the total area of the catchment, okay, then what is the Thesan weightage? Thesan weightage is nothing but the ratio of this each polygon area divided by the total catchment area. Say for example, for point A3, for point 3, our Thesan weightage is how much? Area enclosed within this polygon, that is A3, divided by total area of the catchment. Okay, see here this one, A3 divided by A. Now for point 4 it is A4 divided by A. For point 5 it is A5 divided by A1. Similarly like that. Clear till now? So these are the Thesan weightage. Okay, here we are dealing with the area. Okay, so that's why it is called Thesan polygon. Polygon, why? Because we are constructing the area used with the help of this polygon method. Clear till now, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now say for example, this is another example of Thesan polygon. Okay, say for example here for point 1, what is the polygon? Which one is the polygon we have constructed? Okay, so point 1, this is the polygon area. Okay, A, B, C and D. See, A, B, C, D is for, so this is our A1. Okay, for point 4, if we say what is the area of this point 4 to be considered is this one. Okay, that is FGH. Okay, so for point 4, see FGH. Okay, and it is A4. For point 1 it is ABCD A1. Okay, we have used planimeter. Okay, so A4. Now similarly we will find out all the areas for all the rain gauge stations. See 1 2 3 6 rain gauge stations. So 6 here polygon area. With the help of planimeter we find out the area of this each polygon area is A1 A2 like that. Okay, so what is the weightage? A1 by total area. Okay, A2 by total area. So this is the main funda. Now let us go to the how to construct this weightage. Okay, how to construct this polygon we can say, or how to assign this Thesan weightage. Okay, see step 1 is what? First, plot catchment to the suitable scale. We will draw a platform on a scale, suitable scale. Okay, then we will identify, second step is what? We will identify different rain gauge station within that catchment. Okay, the rain gauge which may be outside, some rain gauge may be outside the catchment also, so we can consider that also for constructing our Thesan polygon. Okay, so we shall now identify those rain gauge station. After identification, what we will do? We will join every point. Okay, we will join all these rain gauge station with the help of straight line. Okay, after that what we will do? Say for example, this is okay, this is your catchment area. This is your catchment area. Okay, now first method is that we draw our catchment area in a particular scale. Okay, second step was we will identify the rain gauge station. These are the rain gauge station that we have identified. Okay, now we will join. Third step is what? We will join this rain gauge station with the help of by a straight line. Okay, joined straight line, straight line, straight line. Okay, you have joined this. Now the fourth step is what? We will draw a perpendicular bisector. Do you know what do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Can you tell me what do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Of
No, ma'am.
any, see, the name suggests perpendicular bisector. That means we will draw a perpendicular. Okay. See, this is the line that we have joined. Okay. Now for this particular line, which one is the perpendicular bisector? Bisector means we will divide this line into two halves. We will bisect it. Okay. And it is perpendicular. Why? Because that line which will bisect these two, this straight line into two equal halves will be perpendicular to that line. Okay. So see here, this is the perpendicular. This red line is perpendicular bisector of this blue line. Similarly, for this line, draw another perpendicular bisector. Okay. For this line, draw perpendicular bisector. For this line, draw perpendicular bisector. And for this line, draw
Ma'am, from
perpendicular.
center of the line.
Yes, from center. It
Okay,
should be
ma'am.
from the center of the line. Okay. Now join all these bisector. Okay. Let us join. So see here, we have joined these lines. Okay. Now extend this line and touch the boundary line. See, now we have extended. Here also we have extended. Also we have extended and this. Okay. Now see here, we will get one. We will get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 polygons. So for point number 1, our polygon is this one. Okay. It should be the area between the what to say, polygon, perpendicular bisectors and the boundary line. Same way for P2, this is your that polygon area, A2. Okay. For P3, this is that area. Okay. So A3. And for P4, this is the area. That is A4. So in that manner, we can draw our polygons. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If there is doubt, then please ask me. Okay. See, here I have drawn the stepwise. See, first we have identified our catchment area. Then we have identified. We have drawn our area. Then we have identified the rain gauge station. Now join this rain gauge stations. Okay, by straight line. Draw perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now converge everything, all these perpendicular bisector. Okay, join all this perpendicular bisector. After that, extend the perpendicular bisector. So we are extending till it reaches the boundary line. Okay. So for point 1, this area, this is your area 1. Okay. For point 3, this is your area 2. Okay. And point 4, this is your point 2, this is your area 2. So see here, we can see A1, A3, A2. Okay. So the total area will be how much? A1 plus A2 plus A3, which is denoted by capital A here. Okay. And the Thiessen weightage are what? A1 by A for first rain gauge station. For second rain gauge station, it is A2 by A. Okay. And the third, it is A3 by A. So these are the Thiessen weightage values. Whereas, and this is the method to draw the polygon, Thiessen polygon. Okay. Now, where we are using this Thiessen weightage? Okay. Why we have to estimate this Thiessen weightage? You will see the formula, then you will get to know. See, this is the formula. Okay. See, this is the formula. P bar, P suffix bar is given by what? This P1 into A2, A1 plus P2 into A2 divided by total area. This is the total catchment area. Okay. This is what? Total catchment area. Okay. Now what we can do? We can simply divide this by A, this by A, this by A. Then we will get this formula. Okay. How? See here. As I say, P bar by A. Suppose if P bar is the average rainfall data or the average precipitation over an area, total catchment area of A, that must be equals to what? P1 into A1, okay, where P1 is the for rain gauge station 1, what is the rainfall data, and for rain gauge station 1, what is the Thiessen polygon area. Similarly, for all we can do like this, okay, A2, like that, dot 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 till Pn, okay, how many numbers of rain gauge stations are there till there, okay. Now what we can do, P average we will keep here. Now we will divide, we'll take this here, we will divide this whole thing by A, okay. So we will divide this whole thing by A, okay. Now after that we will obtain what? P1 A1 by A, okay, plus we can write down as P2 A2 by A, okay. So similarly we will like that, write down like this. So plus, Pn An by A, okay. Now see, these are your Thiessen weightage. Here we can use Thiessen weightage, okay. So you can first estimate Thiessen weightage and multiply each Thiessen weightage by each rain gauge data. That also we can, and sum up everything, we will get P average, or we can use just simply this formula also, okay. P1 A1 plus P2 A2 plus dot 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 by Pn An divided by total area of the catchment. Simple. Clear? Everyone? Clear this formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is easy, okay. Only hard thing is that we have to find the area, okay. If there is no planimeter, but still they will ask you to find the, you don't have any instrument to estimate this area, right? So still they will ask you to find the area. That means they will not give you the area, A1, A2 value, they will not give you. In that case, they will give you like this problem. See, like this, okay. See, they will ask that there are 4 rain gauge stations which are placed like this, okay. These are the 4 rain gauge stations. Now they will ask you, find the Thiessen polygon, find the mean average values, okay. These are the 4 rain gauge stations, and they will give you the precipitation values also in that particular rain gauge station, okay. And they will say that suppose this is a square, and the distance between each rain gauge station from each rain gauge station is A. They will give you this value, only these values, okay. P1 they will give, and A they will give, okay. Then they will ask you, find the mean precipitation over an area using Thiessen polygon. Then how we will do? Okay, we don't have any planimeter, then at that time we have to use our mathematics, okay. That is our school level mathematics, simple. What we will do, first step is what? First step is, suppose this is the point 1, this is point 2, this is point 3, or sometime they will give you the coordinates only. They will not give you this distance also. They will give you the coordinates, okay. So now we have identified the rain gauge station. Now we will join it by straight line, okay. Sorry. Then what we have to do, we have to draw perpendicular bisector of each line, okay. So this is our perpendicular bisector for this line. This is perpendicular bisector, this is perpendicular bisector, this is perpendicular bisector. Now join all this line, okay. Suppose we got like this. Since it's a square, they will meet at the center only, right? Now we have to find this area. Now what is the area? Area here, boundary they have not given, so we will consider the area will be this one, okay. This one, this area. For this corner precipitation, the area, Thiessen area will be this one. For this rain gauge station, Thiessen area will be this one, okay. And for this one, this area, and for this one. Since this is a square, so then we can say that A1 is equals to A2 is equals to A3 is equals to, suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So A1 equals to A2, A equals to A3, A4. So if we find out only one area, then we can find the others area also, right? Now how we will find? We know this length is how much? A. 1 to 2, what is the distance? It is A. So what is this distance then? This distance?
A by 2.
Exactly, this is a perpendicular bisector. So this is A by 2 and this is also here A by 2. Now what is the area? A by 2 into A by 2, length into breadth, right? So the area in this case will be A square by 4, simple. Okay, so see here, the square, for square condition, A1 equals to A2 equals to A3 is equals to your A square by 4. Okay, so they, like this they have estimated. Now similarly, for rectangle, what will be the area for each point, each rain gauge station? As I said, 1, 2, 3. Join this line, join each rain gauge station by a straight line. Okay, again this is isosceles. Okay, isosceles means all sides are equal. That means this is also A, this is also A, this is also A. Okay, now draw the perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector, perpendicular bisector. Okay, all these line will meet here, somewhere here. Now the A1 will be this area. Okay, now how we will find the A1? Anyone? How can we find this area? Simple. If we find the total area, okay, we can say that this is an isosceles triangle. So A1 equals to A2 equals to A3. Can we say that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if we find the total area, then divide it by 3, then we can get each area, right? Now what is the total area? What is the area of a triangle? Formula. Suppose this, for this triangle, this is the base, okay, and its distance is suppose A. Okay, and here we can say that this length is also A because it's an isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle. So this length is also A. Okay. So what is the height? If we draw a like this, okay, this side is A, okay, and this side is A by 2. Base is A by 2. Okay, for this triangle, base is A by 2, and for this hypotenuse is A. Now what is the this height value then?
I don't know.
Pythagoras theorem. Please everyone calculate and tell me what is the value of this height.
Which one, ma'am? Which one?
See, the base is A by 2, hypotenuse is A. Now what is the height? Perpendicular value.
This is the value of h, ma'am.
Yes, value of h.
Then is what is the Pythagoras?
Pythagoras theorem. Yes, we have to use the Pythagoras.
Equal to.
So we can we say that?
No.
What no? A square, that is
A square plus h square is equal to A by no ma'am, h square plus A by 2 whole square is equal to A square.
yes,
Then
h square plus A by 2 whole square is equals to A square. Okay, so using that formula, we
H
can say
square,
that
h A square minus A by 2
minus
whole
A by 2 whole square under root, right? See here,
Yes.
it's given here. Okay, so
square.
your value is what? A by 2 under root. Okay,
Yes.
that means
So we can
if
calculate the value.
we consider if we consider this triangle, okay, if we consider this triangle, then h is how much? H is your A by 2 under root, and this h is nothing but the height of this triangle itself. Okay, this is the total triangle, then height is your A by 2 under root 3. Now what is the area of this triangle then? What will be the area of this triangle then? What will be the area of this triangle then? Tell me, everyone, anyone? ये area का triangle ये ट्रायंगल का एरिया क्या होगा? This height we obtain from Pythagoras theorem, okay, which is your this one, a by 2 under root 3. Okay, base we know, base is how much? Base is your a, so half into base into height will give you the area, right? So half into base is your a into height we obtained as a by 2 under root 3. Okay, so if we will get the result as how much? Under root 3a square by 4. So this is the total area of this rectangle, triangle. And we said that this plane Thesan polygon will be divided into 3 equal parts. So the area under each rain gauge station will be simply whatever that we get area divided by 3. Okay, the total area was this one. So the A1 equals to A2 equals to A3 will be 1/3 of this area, which is this one. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, wait. Let me use another pen. Now, can you see the pen marking and all like this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no. Okay, wait. Now,
No, ma'am.
কিছু দেখা যাচ্ছে না? মার্ক করছি আমি।
No.
কি হচ্ছে এটা? Okay, leave then. I have to use that pen only. Now for this one, okay, for this type of rain gauge, what to say, catchment area, we have to estimate the polygon area. Now using previous problems, previous examples, can we determine the area? Anyone? See here, it is the combination now. It is the combination of triangle and the combination of
ম্যাম ক্যাটমিন এরিয়াটা দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
this one you can see.
Only
ম্যাম স্ক্রিনটা ছোট হয়ে গেছে ম্যাম, বেশি মিনিমাইজ হয়ে গেছে।
Okay, wait. I will stop presenting then. এবার বলবে, হ্যাঁ, এবার মনে হয় দেখা যাবে। নাও
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম দেখা যাচ্ছে।
দেখা যাচ্ছে তো? ওকে, একটা প্রবলেম ছিল মানে। ওকে, ফাইন। নাও ক্যান ইউ সি দ্য পেন?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see. Now this is the case. Okay, this is the third case. What is this? The combination of square and equilateral triangle. Okay, which side is equals to A. All these sides are equals to A. This length is A, this length is A, this A. Okay. Now here they have combined both the cases. Now how we will find? As I said, we have to first join this line. Okay, we have joined. Now we will draw perpendicular bisector. We will draw perpendicular bisector. We will draw perpendicular bisector like this. Okay, for everything we are, for all the lines we are drawing perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now for area 1, for precipitation, rain gauge station 1, this is the area. Okay. For rain gauge station 5 and 4, this is the area. This much, only this much. Okay. Whereas for A3 and A2, combination of this, addition of these two comprises of the total area. For point number 2, area is your this total area. Okay, this total area is for A3 and this total area is for A2. Okay, so can we find what is the area? From previous we said that this is your A square by 4, right? This is your A square by 4. This is also A square by 4 because this is A by 2, this is A by 2, so area will be multiplication. Okay, and this one, as I said, this is your 1/3 of under root 3 A square by 4. Okay, for A4 will be 1/3 under root 3 A square by 4. Okay, now what is the area of this 2 and area of this 3? Both will be same, but what will be the value? Just see the diagram and tell me. See,
এক করে দিতে হবে।
exactly for this 2 we have to add this area and we have to add this area. We know this area is how much? This is your A square by 4 and this area is how much? This is the area. Okay, 1/3 of 3, total area is under root 3 by 4 A square. So for individual triangle, this is your 1/3. Okay, now for A2 and A3 we will add up. See, we have add up this is for triangular portion and this is for square portion. Okay, so this is the way we can estimate the polygon area if they have not provided. Okay, I will show you one example also where we have given like that problem. Now let us go to our fourth problem, fourth example. There are 5 rain gauge stations. Now in a square there are 5 rain gauge stations. Matlab this one, this one, this one, this one, and one at the middle. Okay, now how we will find the area? Simple. Again we have to draw the perpendicular. First we have to draw the lines. We have connected the lines. Okay, then what we will do? We will draw the lines. Okay, say for example we draw the line. Okay, we join all the stations. Okay, we join all the stations. Now we have to draw the perpendicular bisector. Okay, say for example this is the perpendicular bisector for this line, this is the perpendicular bisector for this line, like that. Okay, somewhere here it will be, somewhere here, somewhere here, and it will be somewhere here. Now join all the perpendicular bisector. Okay, we joined. Okay, now whatever area that comes under the perpendicular bisector and the boundary will be considered as area for that particular station. Now for point A, okay, now for point A, this is the red portion is the polygon area and this blue portion is the boundary. So the area will be this one. Okay, similarly for A2 also like that. So A1, A2, A3, A4 area will be same. Okay, whereas for 6th rain gauge station the area will be this one. See, hashed line, this will be the area, this is an area. A6 will be this value. Okay, now how we will estimate this value? Any idea? After seeing the diagram, all the data are provided. Okay, see here the length is here A, this also A, all are same A values. Okay, bisector will divide this line into half. So this is A by 2, this is A by 2. Similarly, this is A by 2, this is A by 2. Now estimate this polygon area. Can we do that? Can we estimate? How?
Pythagoras.
Simple Pythagoras. See, for this particular area, okay, for this area, what is the base? This is a triangle. Okay, what is the base? either this one, if you take this as a base, then this will be your height. Okay, so base is, suppose this one, for this triangle base is a by 2 and height is also a by 2. So triangle area is, what is the formula? Half into base into height, right? So half into base is what? A by 2 into height is your a by 2. Okay, so your formulas will be a square by 8. Okay, so see here, a1, a2, a3, a4 will be same, and the area is a2 by a square by 8. Okay, clear everyone? Can we say that this area is, see, this is the triangle. Okay, triangle area is half into base into height. Same, half into base into height, half into base into height, half into base into height. Since all these lines are of same length, so the values of the area will also be same. Okay, which is a square by 2. Now what will be the area of this A6, this polygon, hashed polygon? If we know this value and simply multiply, if we know this value, suppose this is y, okay, and this is also y. Why? Because this is an equal square. Okay, so the length will also be same. So if this is y and this is y, then we can say that the area is y square. Now what is the value of y? What is the value of y? This is your a by 2.
A by root 2.
A by 2. So perpendicular is a by 2, base is a by 2. So your hypotenuse will be a by root 2. Okay. So if what is the area of the this sixth polygon will be a by 2 into a by 2, which is a square by 2. Sorry, a by under root 2, a by under root 2, which will be a square by 2. So in this way we can estimate the area. Okay, this is simple formulas. I will give you one example. You can solve, okay, using all these formulas. You can either derive on the spot, okay, or you can just memorize the formulas. What are the formulas for different types of shapes of polygon? Okay. Now let us do this problem. Everyone, can you see this problem? See, using Thiessen polygon method, find average rainfall over a catchment. Okay, the rain gauge stations are given, and for each rain gauge station, polygon area they have provided. So no need to use those formulas. Okay, area they have already given in kilometer square, and for each rain gauge station, what is the precipitation they have collected in mm? It is also provided. Okay, now just simply you can use formula and derive, get the values. Okay, what was the formula for Thiessen polygon? See, this is the formula. Thiessen polygon, this is the formula. P1 into A1 plus P2 into A2 plus P3 into A3, like that, divided by total area. You have to note it down, okay? Everyone note it down, please. Done? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Done? Okay. Now, this is your problem. See, A1 given, AI given, P given. Okay, so formula is what? Summation of A1 P1 by summation of A. Summation of AI PI by summation of AI. Okay, so these are the AIs. Then sum it up. We will get summation of AI is this one. Okay, multiply this two columns. We will get AI PI. Now everything we will get. After that we will sum up. We will get summation of AI PI. Simply divide this value with this. See here. So the P average value is this one. Clear? This is your summation of AI. Okay. And this is your summation of AI PI. Okay. Simple. Now let us go to the second problem. See, I was talking about this problem only. Okay, before solving this one, let us go to the easy problem. Okay. Please solve this and tell me the value. A catchment has 6 rain gauge stations. Okay. The details of Thyssen polygon surrounding each rain gauge and the recording of the rain gauge in the month of August, this one, are given below. Okay. Now, see, rain gauge stations are provided 6. For each rain gauge station, recorded rainfall data in mm is this one, 121, 134, 145, like that. And the Thyssen polygon area for each rain gauge is this much. Okay, corresponding values. Now, determine the average depth of rainfall. Here, they have not asked you to use. They have asked you. See, they have give.
मैम दिख नहीं रहा
You can't see this problem.
मैम
Others?
দেখা যাচ্ছে ম্যাম
स्क्रीन में देखो हम स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हैं.
मैम छोटा ही दिख रहा मतलब पूरा क्वेश्चन नहीं दिख रहा सही से
अच्छा ठीक है, हम बोल रहे, तुम नोट डाउन कर सकते हो. ठीक है, लिखो P1 equals to 121. Okay, P2 equals to 134.
यस मैम
P3 equals to 145. P4 equals to 126. P5 equals to 99. P6 equals to 115. Okay.
यस मैम
फिर उसका करस्पॉन्डिंग A का वैल्यू लिखो. A1 है 720, A2 है 380, A3 है 440, A4 है 1040. ओके. A5 है 800 और A6 है 220. प्लीज सॉल्व दिस एवरीवन. बोला थिजन पॉलीगन यूज करके सॉल्व करो. ओके तो सॉल्व करके कितना आ रहा है सब लोगों का? सिंपल है, जस्ट A1 P1
121 point something.
121. Let us see. Okay, yes, 128. Mine value is 128.64. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
see, total area is 3400 kilometer square, capital A. Okay, and
ক্যাপিটাল এটা কত হয় ম্যাম?
3400.
ম্যাম আরেকবার ওই ভ্যালু গুলো দেখাবেন ম্যাম?
अच्छा, okay, see, Oof. Can you see?
ম্যাম টোটাল এরিয়া তো 3600 আসছে ম্যাম.
36, 720, 380, 440, 1040, 800, 220.
3600
ও
ম্যাম
আচ্ছা,
128.64 আসছে।
হ্যাঁ কি করে আমার
36 করলে ম্যাম 121.49 আসবে.
okay, leave it. The method is that one. Okay, procedure is that one. Understood? There might be
Okay,
some
ma'am.
mistake in my calculations also. Okay, so procedure is the main thing. Now let us go to the tough problem. Okay, this will be the last problem for today. See, find the mean precipitation for the area. Okay, sketched below. I will give you like this by Thyssen polygon. Okay, they have already said use Thyssen polygon. Area that is composed of a square plus an equilateral triangle, which was the last example. Okay, plot equilateral triangle plot of side 4 kilometers. That means A value is given. A is 4 kilometer. Okay, rainfall readings in centimeters at the various stations are given in the figure. See, this is the figure. Okay, so for precipitation you can note it down. Okay, P1, this is your 1. Okay, see my cursor, P1. Okay, wait, I will draw. See, this is 1, okay. P1 is 4.8 centimeter, 4.8 centimeter, okay. P2 is 13 centimeter, okay, this P2. P3 is 8 centimeter. P4 is 5.4 centimeter. P5, P5 is 3.2 centimeter. And P6 is 9.4 centimeter. So these are the values they have given, and the distance between all this line, or the length of the line, is 4 kilometer. That is, A is equals to 4 kilometer. So go step by step. Everybody note it down. Complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Draw this diagram, then give the values, okay. Put the values. First, P1, 1 is this corner, 1. This is your 2, this is your 3, this is your 4, this is your 5, and the middle portion is the 6, okay. Now let us go to the diagram, okay. As I said, first join this line, okay. I have joined this line, okay. We can join this line. Now draw perpendicular bisectors, okay. So let us draw perpendicular bisectors. Suppose this one is the perpendicular bisector point, okay. This is the perpendicular bisector point, this is the perpendicular bisector point for this line. For this line, this is that. For this line, this one, this one, this one, and this one, okay. Now let us join all these perpendicular bisectors, okay. So how we will join? দেখতেই পাচ্ছি না আমি কার্সারটা কোথায় আছে, হ্যাঁ। Okay, we have joined, okay. Draw it by scale, then it will look better. So it will look like this. Everyone done?
Done.
Okay. Now we have to find the area. Now find area for A1. Suppose this is your A1. We can use formula, or you can derive it here itself. If this distance is how much? I said 4 kilometer. Then what is this distance? This is 2 kilometer, right? This is also 2 kilometer. This distance. This distance and this distance is 2 kilometer, right? So what is the area of this triangle? So the Artesian polygon area for this point 1 will be the area of this triangle. For point 2, the area of this triangle, okay. Point 3, this triangle, and this. And as we said that A1, A2, A3 and A4 will be same. So half into base into height, right? So half into base is how much? 2. Sorry. Half into base into height. Okay. That is coming out to be 2 square kilometer. Kilometer square. Okay. So these areas are 2 kilometer square. Okay. Now what is the area of this middle portion? See, A2 equals to A3, okay. A2 and A3 will have same value, that is 2 kilometer square. But sorry, for A1, point number 1, area will be this one, okay. Summation of this value plus this value. Similarly for A4, area will be this value, this area plus this area. So we know this area, that is 2 kilometer square. Now just find this area. Total area of the rectangle of the triangle is how much? Half into base is your 4 kilometer, and height, as I said, how much? अंडर रूट कितना था, मतलब 4 स्क्वायर माइनस 2 स्क्वायर अंडर रूट आएगा कितना, अंडर रूट 3। 16 माइनस 4 और अंडर रूट 12 आ रहा है, राइट। कितना आ रहा है बोलो, ये एरिया, सॉरी दिस एरिया, दिस ट्रायंगुलर टोटल एरिया कितना आ रहा है, ये टोटल ट्रायंगल का एरिया कितना आ रहा है। सब लोग कर रहे हो ना, हेलो, हमको
यस
समझ
मैम।
में नहीं आएगा लेकिन, हाँ ना बोलते रहो। सी we will get like these values, like this diagram, okay। A1 के लिए है तुम्हारा ये वाला एरिया, ओके। A4 के लिए है ये वाला एरिया, A2 के लिए है ये वाला एरिया, A3 के लिए है ये वाला है, मतलब ये जो नीचे की तरफ है इस तरफ, ठीक है। A3 ये है, A2 ये है, A1 ये है पूरा, ठीक है। A4 ये पूरा है, और A5 का ये है, और A6 का ये है। बस एरिया निकालो, हमको वही चाहिए और कुछ नहीं। सो ऐसे एक निकलेगा, ठीक है। सो देखो A6 का आ रहा है 8 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर, आ रहा है 8 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर सबका, A6 का।
यस मैम।
सी A6 का फॉर्मूला क्या था, हम बोले थे ए, ये जो भी अगर ये जो मिडल में रहेगा ऐसा अगर रहेगा तो उसका फॉर्मूला बोले थे हम A² by 2 बोला था, राइट। फॉर्मूला इज A² by 2, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिराइव्ड। सो A is 4, so answer will be 8 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर, ओके। whereas for A2 and A3 मतलब ये दोनों सेम एरिया रहेगा, राइट। तो इसका होगा तुम्हारा कितना, A²by 8, इट इज कमिंग आउट टू बी 2 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर, ओके। नाउ आया तुम्हारा A5 कुछ नहीं, अगर ये पूरा रेक्टेंगल का ट्रायंगल का एरिया अगर पता चलेगा उसको डिवाइड बाय 3 कर दो, वी विल गेट दिस A5 एरिया, ओके, विच इज कमिंग आउट टू बी, सी A5 का आ रहा है ये 1/3 ऑफ द टोटल एरिया, टोटल एरिया ये है तुम्हारा, तो उसका आ रहा है कितना, पुट कर दो 2.309 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर, ओके। अब बचा तुम्हारा कौन सा एरिया, A1 का एरिया। तो A1 का एरिया क्या है, ये वाला एरिया है, ये है तुम्हारा टोटल जो ट्रायंगल का एरिया था, ट्रायंगल का एरिया था उसका 1/3, ठीक है। एंड प्लस दिस एरिया, एंड अगेन वी नो दिस एरिया इज A²by 2, राइट। सॉरी A²by 8, A²by 8, A²by 8 है ये, ठीक है। और ये वाला वैल्यू है 1/3 ऑफ √3 A²by 4, हाँ ये है A²by 4। सो दिस इज 1/3 ऑफ √3 A²by 4, ये वाला एरिया, और ये वाला एरिया है A²by 8। तो सम अप कर दो, आएगा तुम्हारा कितना, देखो ये है दिस वन एंड दिस वन, वी आर गेटिंग दिस एज 4.309 फॉर A1 एंड A4। तो तुमको सब एरिया मिल गया, देखो A1 मिल गया, ओके, A2 मिल गया, ओके, A3 मिल गया, ओके, A4 मिल गया, A5, A6, सबको सम कर दो, वी विल गेट टोटल एरिया विच इज 22.927, ओके। नाउ यूजिंग सिंपल यूजिंग थिसन पॉलीगन मेथड, ईच रेनबो स्टेशन का है तुम्हारा डाटा दिया है कितना, ये दिया है, प्लॉट करो, एरिया हमको निकल आया, करके सम अप करके देखो इतना आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है सबका, 7.36। Any doubt? See, doubt may occur, okay, but for that if you go through the notes it will be much easier. मतलब तुमको इजी समझने में आ जाएगा। वो हम ऐसा ही कुछ नोट्स बना के दिए हैं कि जिससे समझने में इजी हो, ठीक है। और प्रैक्टिस करना है तुमको। अगर फॉर्मूला याद नहीं रखना है तो खुद डिराइव कर सकते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम। बट व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट? फर्स्ट वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई, वी हैव टू ड्रॉ द कैचमेंट एरिया, देन वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई द रेन गॉज स्टेशन, join the rain gauge station by the straight line, okay, then draw perpendicular bisector for this every straight line, join that perpendicular bisector and extend it to the boundary of the catchment area. तो जो भी एक रेन गॉज स्टेशन को कवर करेगा, मतलब बाउंड्री प्लस तुम्हारा वो जो पॉलीगन का एरिया जो फॉर्म हुआ है बाइसेक्टर को एक्सटेंड करने के बाद, दैट एरिया इज द थिजन एरिया, पॉलीगन एरिया फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर रेन गॉज स्टेशन। तो वो A1 A2 ये सब अगर पता है, P1 P2 भी अगर पता है, तो सिंपल फॉर्मूला क्या है? A1 प्लस A2 प्लस P1 प्लस P1 A1 प्लस P2 A2 प्लस डॉट 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 डिवाइडेड बाय समेशन ऑफ द टोटल एरिया। सिंपल यही है फंडा। सिर्फ एरिया तुमको कभी कभार दिया रहेगा या ऐसे प्रॉब्लम दिया रहेगा, इन दैट केस वी हैव टू एस्टिमेट यूजिंग आवर सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स। प्रिलिमिनरी जो भी है बच्चे लाइफ से पढ़ के आ रहे हैं वही मैथमेटिक्स चाहिए, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम, एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल, एरिया ऑफ स्क्वायर, ये सब। ओके एवरीवन?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो दिस मच फॉर टुडे। अच्छा 10 मिनट और ज्यादा हो गया, so you can please okay, wait, let me check. Okay, so our next lecture will be on the isohydral method, okay, and consistency of rainfall. But you must go through today's lecture, okay, that I have provided in the Google Classroom. And after completing the session, please go to the Google Classroom and put hand in your attendance, okay? That is must, because